know my dad would really appreciate this. So super. Just to give you an idea of support, I came from Lancaster, Pennsylvania to be here. My sister Patty came from Jackson, Michigan, and her husband John. My sister Bobby came from Columbus, Ohio, and her husband Rob. And of course, mother still lives in Willard, Ohio. Dad drove 25 miles to school for 17 years here. And talking about, we expect Tigers to win, no doubt in my mind. That was his motto. He loved the people, he loved school, especially school, the teachers and coaches around here. I know Jess Hagee, Dick Klein, and the others. Something about the coaches of the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, they really stuck together. They had the team spirit and everything else. Also, he enjoyed his Friday nights going to the Knotty Pine restaurant. I think he must have good perks or something, I'm not sure. So, but he loved here, and he did it for a lot of years. I can go back and remember some of your sports teams because I wasn't always sure. I know Dad always put for here. There's no doubt in my mind about that. But I graduated in '62 from Willard, and I can reflect back on your team of the '61, '62. We heard about they had shutouts for like 8 straight games or 10 straight games. I played linebacker and halfback for Willard in '62, and I can remember Jay Pressler. He probably ran over me about 5 times that game or more. What a great team. I'm going to tell you another little story before somebody else tells you because it's going to come up tonight. But you brought a great basketball team down to Willard also with Bickley and Jay Pressler. And I know before they came down, Dad and I sat down, we talked about it, talked about the players. I remember saying, well, you'll probably guard Jay Pressler, so don't forget he's left-handed. I'm not sure he was for us to win, but I know he wanted me to do well. I think he's probably pulling for hearing, as usual. As you heard, referee died that game. I'm actually in your scoring book. I put 2 up for you. You got to appreciate that. Always had a connection to hearing. And more of that story was, of course, that night, Dad had a lot of the teachers, some of the coaches over the house after the ball game. Had a little party for him. So obviously I wasn't in a big hurry to get home after the ball game. In fact, I think I stayed out so late, everybody had left and gone back to hearing, which was kind of nice. And when I came in, I didn't know what Dad would say about, scoring for hearing. Obviously, I was probably more nervous then than I am right now. But when I came in, he basically said, what a great game, good foul shots. I think what happened was Jess figured out I was a rat, so he probably fouled me late in the game and figured out to blow him. And fortunately for our team, we came out on top that game. I think you were like 9th in the state, and that's back when Ohio High School had 2 classes, Class A and Class AA. And to have a small school like Huron to be in the top 10 back then was absolutely terrific. But I remember the guys well. Joe Bickley played. Matter of fact, he tried to block the shot when I put it in for Huron, so I wasn't the only guy that was kind of in the fog that night. But anyways, we appreciate this very much, and we thank you for taking a Dad and remembering Dad. And you always have a connection to Huron from Willard. From Willard, Lancaster, Jackson, Michigan, Columbus, Ohio.